Okay, so I've seen evolution miscategorized in a lot of ways recently. Basically, it impedes science because it locks scientists into this religious dogma that's, antiquated 19th century, whatnot. It just totally miscategorizes it, and of course, by extension implies that evolutionists are atheists and evil, but that's neither here nor there. So, let me ask you for this time is, let me ask you, what would an evolution-free scientific utopia actually look like? This is a chance to give some positive examples here. Let's just tell a little story, make something up, creative writing. In this story, the ID hypothesis is actually the theory of intelligent design and is accepted by basically all of mainstream science. It enjoys the same acceptance rate that evolution does in all fields of science right now. Of course, I'm not talking about biblical creationism here. I'm talking about this allegedly agnostic theory of intelligent design that, has no motive to support any religious text. However, it does still imply that the supernatural, something exists beyond this universe, can just jump in and do whatever, whenever. When Darwin wrote his books, they were flops. They never gained any sort of widespread acceptance. People just kind of laughed him off and thought, oh, Charlie, what a silly, quaint idea that we came from monkeys, which, is the creationist presupposition of how evolution actually works. But anyway, yeah, intelligent design is ruled in courts. People are totally cool with it, except for this small community of believers who just blather on about their evolution being a viable alternative. They don't have any evidence. They don't publish any papers or anything. They just pretty much attack creationism and attack intelligent design. But they came up with a new name. They came up with non-intelligent natural advancement. They protest. They show up. They make convincing arguments about how good their theory is over intelligent design. But Nina, yeah, that non-intelligent natural advancement, they get laughed out of court. The judge, rules in favor of intelligent design. It is what is taught in schools. So that being the case, what would science look like today in 2009? What would the science textbook look like? What would kids be learning about the scientific method, and what are viable explanations for natural phenomena? What innovations of the 19th and 20th centuries would we have seen? Because, evolution reaches beyond just fields of biology. A lot of other fields incorporate evolutionary aspects. A lot of other fields adapt. Would we need to have disclaimers about things like the periodic table? And what breakthroughs in biological science would have really increased our quality of life? Because especially when it comes to virology, the evolution of viruses is very important to how we make new medicines and new vaccines and whatnot. Would there have to be different health alternatives for people who chose to believe in evolution that we could actually make a difference? So remember, in this story, evolution is non-existent in the scientific community. It's never been a serious consideration for modern science, much like the intelligent design hypothesis is viewed today. So let's just turn the tables and tell a little story. What is your vision of an evolution-free scientific utopia?